So Jim, you guys started strong at the weekend. First minute looked fantastic. What went wrong?
Well, I think the first half we actually done quite well. We started the second half well, but as soon as we lost that second goal, then we showed a fragility that we've not shown for a long time, and our reaction quite it simply wasn't good enough, and at this stage of the season there is going to be nerves and there's going to be pivotal moments in games, and for the most period when we've went behind in games, we've come back and we've showed a lot of good play, and we've 2-0 down at Easter Road, we've showed good reactions, we've come back in games out there as well. So that's where the key disappointment was on Saturday, that we felt sorry for ourselves and we didn't handle that last period in the match, so the good thing about football, if you have a quick game, there's a chance to bounce back tomorrow night, and it's up to us to make sure that we show the fans that reaction, and that disappointment that we felt after the game on Saturday. And the disappointment was in ourselves that we managed to let a 1-0 lead go, gave away really cheap goals, by just not doing our jobs, individual mistakes there. And it's important that we bounce back.
What's your message to the players then?
Well, bounce back, basically. I've just said it. We've got to show reaction. We've got to show the fans that that last 30 minutes is gone and it's out of play, and we carry the fight forward. I said a couple of months ago, this will go right to the wire, and I fully expect it to do that. But equally, we need to be better. We've got to be better, in the key games. We've lost the first head-to-head, now it's about trying to bounce back.
We can look forward to tomorrow, but what is the morale like in the change room? Are your players still holding on to the weekend, or have they actually managed to bounce back?
No, the weekend's gone. As soon as you got on the training pitch, and Monday morning we've analysed the video, and what we can be better at and what we've done well, and it's about moving forward to the next game. The full concentration now is on St Johnstone. The St Mirren game's done. We'll have a chance to show reaction when we come up against them in the split, and it's important that we do that.
Message to the fans?
The fans were brilliant on Saturday. They came out in high numbers, and I was as disappointed as every one of them, and so were the players. The players were gutted, and as I say, stick with us. It's important that we get that support. We're going down for a kind of local derby, and I hope as many turn up as possible and get right behind the team.
Thank you.
Jim, the weekend's results, of course, means that Dundee are bottom of the table. Not the first time you and the club have been there, but is there any more pressure being bottom at this stage of the season when it's getting into the final hurdle?
No, I don't think so. I think there's a realisation there that we've slipped back to the bottom, but within week to week, and even within the space of a couple of days, we can move back up off the bottom. If we get a winning result in Perth and things go your way in the other results. So that's the focus. Concentrate on ourselves, try and win our game and see what happens. We can't rely on other results. We've got to take care of our business, and that's what we'll try and do.
And around about this time of the season, phrases like must win will always kind of prop up. We've also got 2 games in 3 days before the split. It's maybe not necessarily vital in a sense, you're not going to get relegated, but how important is it to pick up points over the next few days?
I think it's very important that we pick up points, and it would really help us going into the split, so for that side of things, the importance of it is huge.
And how do you kind of look at St Johnstone? They had a brilliant start to the season themselves, they've kind of started to fade away a little bit. Do you see it as a winnable game?
Of course it's a winnable game. I think any game at this level is winnable, if you're playing at the top of your game and you do the right things in both boxes. As you say, St Johnstone have had a difficult period. They won not the last game, but the last game against the previous one against St Mirren, which ended a long poor run that they were on. But obviously they've lost at the weekend to Motherwell, and they'll be looking to bounce back the exact same way we will. So it's we've got to take care of ourselves. Just try and go there, put our game plan onto theirs, and make sure it's good enough on the night.
And you've had a decent bit of success on the road. How do you kind of feel going into a game away from home? Is there slight less pressure maybe without the fans?
No, I don't think so. No, not at all, because it was the amount of travelling support that we had on Saturday. it felt like it was an even crowd because we brought such a healthy support with us. So we want as many of our fans as possible. We know our home record's not been good enough. It's playing for everybody to see. We have done better on the road. As I say, we're just looking to bounce back.
St Johnstone can't make the top 6, but they can't be relegated. So from a Dundee perspective, is this a good time to be playing them?
St Johnstone can't be relegated. It might be mathematical. They won't be relegated. They won't be involved in the 3 teams. So that's I totally disagree with that. It's between the 3 teams, and it's the consistency levels that each of the 3 teams have shown tells you that it will be between those 3 teams. So for our point of view, we just need to show a reaction to Saturday, and that's what we'll be trying to do.
So both teams were defeated at the weekend, so both will be up for celebrating in front of their fans again.
Yeah, of course, absolutely, and they'll be looking to bounce back as much as we will. So it's set up to going to be a tight game.
What were the positives that you took out of the game on Saturday?
We're forward play in the first half, how we started the game, on the front foot, scored a good goal, made a couple of other really good chances. So they were the positives. The negatives for me were our defending and just switching off individual mistakes that cost us the 2 goals and gave St Mirren something really to hold on to.
Do you feel sometimes that time is getting too short for what you need to achieve for this season?
Not at all, no. We're running out of games, that's a fact, but at the same stage there's enough games there for us to pick up the points, but we've got to make sure that we start picking them up.